What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today we're going to talk to you about Faraday Future. I want to give you an overview of some of the current data points and what is really happening behind the scenes. Before we get into any of that, make sure to hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, at the time of doing this video, it is up 49%. Did have a high of $6.48, low of $3.45. So this is the second time of it bouncing off of this general area, so that is something to note. Of course, Faraday and technicals don't always jive, so take that again with a grain of salt, but a lot of volume. So 44.49 million shares have been traded, 12.5 is the average. And it's not necessarily shorts being that active today, because there is, as of right now, again, the time of doing this video, 0 shares available to be shorted. So definitely something to keep note of. As of right now, shorts are increasing around 17,000 shares, so that is net. So that's obviously what ate up that available shares, but still in the threshold list, you do see a lot of FTDs still coming down the pipeline, so we'll just have to wait and see. It'd be very interesting to kind of look at when the whole reverse stock split did happen, just to see the FTDs at that stage. But you guys know my stance on Faraday, or just any stock in general. I like substantial news. I like actual reason why a stock is going up, down, sideways, loop-de-loop, and all the other fun jazz, because at the time of doing this video, there is no news whatsoever. So it is all just speculation. Similar to what I mentioned yesterday, maybe big money actually does know something, could be seen as more of a negative or as a positive. Then kind of the biggest thing right now is compliance, and at the time of, again, doing this video, still under NASDAQ's website, it still does show them delinquent for both the 10K, 10Q, and the bid price. So I think just NASDAQ is generally very slow, and as I've stated, I think today would be at the very earliest that we hear from the NASDAQ on whether they give the rubber stamp for approval or a Form 25. But there was a lot of abnormal transactions today that I want to go over. So this is kind of what kick-started the whole rally today, was one very large buy. 200,000 shares, works out to be $1.19 million in premiums, was done at a price of $5.95. So essentially a buy. You can tell that based on the bid, the ask, and the selling price. Even prior to that, there was another one for 172,000. And it's kind of interesting. So there was this post that did come out saying that a lot of the manipulation that does happen in the broader market is linked to dark pool. And dark pool, in case you guys do not know, is this exchange. So typically what shorts like to do is they like to, and obviously shorts and market makers go hand in hand. This is how they're able to do this. But shorts are able to really kind of increase their position on the secondary market and return on the dark pool. So even looking on the dark pool today, a little bit more active than the secondary market, so a lot of big transactions occurring on that regard. But still, no matter what though, I feel like this one buy did really kickstart a lot of algorithmic trading with Faraday, and this is why you are getting a lot of that barcoding. But still, let me know your thoughts on Faraday in that regard. But yeah, I think overall the market is very optimistic about now a 50 basis point cut for the September 18th meeting, and that would be followed by another 50 basis point cut for the November 7th meeting. So I think that is very good for the whole EV sector, which is very sensitive to interest rates. Of course, Faraday, like I've stated in the past, has different issues that they need to deal with at hand before they get to this kind of scenario. But still, no matter what, at least this would be really stimulating the broader market, and Faraday in theory could really piggyback off of that. As of right now, looking at the options, 876,000 in calls, 574,000 in puts. 52% of all the options being done so far today are optimistic and bullish. And of the call options that are purchased, you do see a consensus for it to be kind of above that 650 range. And you kind of see some optimism, slight ones above that, but mostly around that $6.50 to $7 range. And then looking at puts, you do see some individuals kind of hedging and obviously just anticipating it to be sub $4, and that is all by this upcoming week. So it is going to be a lot of volatility. You have different camps that are kind of anticipating a further pullback. You're having individuals anticipating a rally. it should make for a very fun time. So let me know your thoughts on Faraday. Do you feel that we're going to hear from the NASDAQ this week, or do you think it's, especially with the holiday, caused some delays? Do you think it's going to be pushed to early next week? And did you buy today? Did you sell? I have noticed as well, based on just monitoring this, dollar value in Faraday options has been increasing. So have a lot of you been dabbling with options or not? So let me know your thoughts. One final thing, take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it. They give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. Link to this is in the description below and also the comments. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.